We've all seen it. The movies, the tutorials, the cool side of cybersecurity. The hacker screen. A black terminal, green text flying by, and the thrill of seeing password cracked or database dumped. But today, we're flipping the script. Welcome to the other side of the trenches. Today, you're not the one knocking on the door. You're the one holding the keys. I've set up my first real local server, loaded it with a vulnerable website, and I'm going to try to tear it down using Kali Linux and some of the most common web attacks. But there is a catch. I'm protected by SafeLine Web Application Firewall Pro. In this video, we're going to see what an administrator sees while being attacked in real time. We're going from zero security to an unhackable fortress in less than 8 minutes. If you ever wondered how the pros actually stop the world's most common web attacks, stay tuned. This is the defender's perspective. First things first, the installation. SafeLine is built on Docker, which makes it incredibly portable. But there are a few places where you might trip up, just like I did. To get started, you're going to run the official installation script. Of course, Linux is a must for this software, but if you're a server owner, you already know that. If you're planning to launch a website, this is how you protect yourself for less than $15 a month. Click the link in the description to find the installation guide. Copy the auto-deploy command, open your terminal with sudo privileges, paste it, and hit enter. Type 1 to install and hit enter again to keep the default location. Now, after it's done, open your browser, type localhost followed by :9443 and log in using the credentials provided in the terminal. To create a protection policy, we go to the Applications tab and click Add Application. Since we're in a local lab, we're going to remove port 443. That's for HTTPS, and since we don't have an SSL certificate yet, we'll have to stick to HTTP. Next, we need a port where our web application firewall will listen. I'm using port 8080, but here's where I messed up before. Make sure the port you choose is actually free. I spent way too much time wondering why it wasn't working, only to realize I was trying to run the application firewall on the exact same port where my vulnerable website was already sitting. I will leave the domain field blank since I don't have a personal domain, and for the upstream we need to type our server's IP followed by the port our vulnerable website is sitting on. Since I'm running this on a local machine, I'll type my private IPv4 and then, after giving a name to the application, I will click on submit. After that, I'll activate my Pro license and show you everything this firewall is capable of. Now everything is set up and I can just sit back and relax. But that's not the point of the video. Now I will start attacking my website and show you the real-time results. Let's head over to the dashboard. It's clean right now, but let's change that. My first move is a classic SQL injection. I'm going to try to dump the database by injecting a malicious query like or1 is equal 1. Look at that. On the left, the attack failed instantly. But on the right, the SafeLine dashboard just woke up. A bright red notification. It analyzed the code and realized I was trying to manipulate the database. This is what an admin sees in the logs. Not a mystery, but a clear, documented attempt at a breach. Now let's try cross-site scripting or XSS. I'll try to inject a simple script into the input field. Usually, this would pop up an alert box, proving I can run malicious code in your browser. But here, nothing. SafeLine sees those script tags and drops the request before it even renders. I also tried using DIRB to scan for hidden directories like admin or config. It worked at first, but after enabling the advanced protection, it detected 0 hidden directories. In the logs, I can see my IP hitting dozens of pages in a split second. A lot of web application firewalls can stop a single bad request, but what if someone tries to bury your server in traffic? This is where the pro features shine. I'm turning on HTTP flood protection and the anti-bot challenge. Let's use AB to simulate 5000 rapid-fire requests. Look at the statistics tab. The request rate is skyrocketing, but the server isn't crashing. Why? Because SafeLine is identifying the flood and dropping those connections. And check this out, if I try to access this site as a normal user now, I might get an anti-bot challenge. SafeLine is verifying that I'm a human. This stops automated scripts in their tracks while letting real people through. For an administrator, this is a peace of mind. One last hidden gem is the Identity Authentication tab. If you have an old tool without a login page, you can tell SafeLine to put a password requirement in front of it. You're adding MFA or basic auth at the network level. So what have you learned? We spent months looking at the hacker side of the screen, thinking that cybersecurity is all about exploit. But as you've seen today, the real power lies with the defender who has the right tools. I tried SQLI, XSS, DIRB and flooding, and every time I hit a wall. SafeLine Web Application Firewall Pro didn't just protect my data, it gave me a front row seat to the attack, allowing me to understand how I was being targeted. Whether you're running a small blog or a massive app, the question isn't if you'll be attacked, it's when. And when that day comes, do you want to be looking at a crashed terminal or a dashboard that says attack blocked? Thanks to the team at Chaitin Tech for letting me put SafeLine Pro to the test. If you want to build your own digital fortress, check the link in the description. Also, if you want a free 7-day trial, follow the instructions below. Send a message to the linked email, describe your project, and tell them that you're coming from my channel. I was honestly surprised by the quality. This web application firewall is not going to disappoint you. Stay secure, and I'll see you in the next one, where I'll show you how to check if your machine is infected with malware by hacking into it. You haven't seen anything like it online. Goodbye.